do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pretending like I have an intro for my live stream. If anybody's watching, you're gonna think I'm crazy. Waiting for the people to show up in the stream. This is my new intro. Da, da, da. God damn it, it's echoing. Hi, guys. Yay! Save me, Wonder Lady. Save me from myself.
Are you live yet?
Yes, just
Uh,
now. You nailed it. You
oh,
couldn't have
good,
done
good,
it
good.
better.
I had to make some phone calls. I spent the last hour and a half making phone calls around work.
Oh, Lordy. I hate talking on the phone. I'm really bad at it.
Mm, I rather do anything but that, but when you work for yourself, you kind of can't delegate.
Aposta Babe. Aposta Babe, would you like to come in? I will send you a link. Anybody who wants to come in, raise your hand. Say hello. Say, let me in. Something. I will send you a link. Because I'm like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Hi, Kat.
Meow. Hi, Betsy.
So much to say.
And Robert's here. And Spooky and Dave.
Oh, I better plug
Yay.
in my headset too, because I've been on the phone for the past hour and a half. You have no idea.
I'm so happy you could join me. This was a spur of the moment sort of deal. I am alone in my
Oh, it's
house.
fine.
It's magnificent. Well, the the critters are here, but the children are gone and the husband is gone and they're not coming back until Sunday.
Awesome. Congrats.
So,
Little you time.
oh my god, I cooked me a steak as big as my head and I made the wrapped asparagus that you told me about, which were
Mm-hmm.
delicious, like candy. I almost couldn't stop.
Yeah,
And
that is very good food.
avocado in my salad, all the things that the kids go, ew, what's that? What's that? What's that black stuff? What's that green stuff? What's that? So
It's
I had
called
an
an
adult
olive. Eat
meal.
the olive.
I had an adult meal, and there's enough left to have it again after a while.
Oh, that's sweet.
Can you come without showing your face? Of course, sweetheart. When you get here, just enable the microphone without
Mm-hmm.
the camera. Let me pop you
I
a
don't show
link,
my face.
a linky poo. All right, I'm dropping it in our little Twitter DM there.
That's very, very polite of them to ask, though. That's really sweet.
Of course it is. No, I don't mind. I go off camera sometimes. Matter of fact, I started the stream off camera, pretending I had an intro.
Oh,
I'm really proud of that. Y'all don't even know how much I crack myself up. God dang it. So I'm free to be me, be grown up, and I got to eat it with nobody asking me questions. It was awesome.
what's
This is
this?
what? Stay question. Yeah,
Real.
staycation. Staycation. What's
Do you
this?
actually answer them when they ask you what they're eating?
Yes, generally.
Really?
Generally, yeah, if they don't know how to identify it, I'll identify it for them. Yeah.
Oh, my grandmother refused to do that. She was funny.
She was Mama was she would say, it's corn, eat it, which is kind of what I do. It's corn, eat it. It's good. I wouldn't give you anything nucky. Trust me. Take a bite. If you don't like it, don't eat it. But if you taste it, then I can be happy as long as they
My
taste
cousin,
it.
my cousin Ray would always ask, "Oh, when's dinner?" And my grandmother would say, "Dinner time," and he'd be like, "What are we gonna have for food?" And she'd be like, "Food." And he'd be like, "Oh, come on!" And she'd be like, Poison. I'm going to feed you poison tonight. Yep, that's it. I'm going to poison you." And he'd be like, okay, fine, I'll stop.
Um,
But there was a nightly thing when he was staying with her.
Pasta Babe, when you get in here, you there will be a little. I'll tell you. Just hit the link and come on in because you'll be able to hear me in the backstage, and I can tell you how to upload your image in here if you have an image to upload. Do you have an image? Then you're good to go.
Yay.
And please forgive me, my internet is really stupid right now because the weather changed really drastically from stupid hot to stupid cold. So the wiring and stuff up there tends to get stressed out. All right, Nadine's here.
You know how I
She's
told
got
you
a
about
bird.
the storm I had?
What? Oh yeah, the wind.
Yeah. Something I didn't know about today.
What?
There were all kinds of schools and stuff closed everywhere because there were trees down everywhere.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Hmm. So little one didn't have school today.
Oh. Oh,
All right. There you go, honey. Look in the. I just sent it to you. It should be in your
no.
DMs for Twitter. Twitter is the thing I keep open here. I think she does more Facebook than Twitter, but I know we've connected on Twitter before, so there she goes.
Who, what, when, where, why?
Pasta Babe, Linda James is coming to hang out with
there
us,
we
and I'm
go.
super excited about
Pasta
that.
Babe. Spooky Robert. Hey, guys.
Nadine and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so got my caffeine. I decided not to drink alcohol tonight because I might want to do that tomorrow for girls. I don't know. I can't do it 2 nights in a row.
Girls.
That's right, girls' night tomorrow night, 6:30 Central. Oh, and
I didn't do it.
it's tonight tomorrow morning we switch the clocks. So
Yeah.
it's fall back an hour, so it's 6:30 Central Standard Time now, after 2 a.m. Ooh, pardon me. Oh my goodness. There's a first. Audible belch on
Alright.
the internet.
Yay.
Finally, I got
proud.
the video to show on my machine. Oh, and Pasta Babe asked me questions, but you answered her. Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
I couldn't see the chat. I'm sorry.
Okay, Pasta Babe, you can hear me in the back, yes?
Yay.
On your thumbnail, do you see yourself there? I'm going to go ahead and add you to the stream. It's okay if you don't have an image yet, just so you can hear and talk to us. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I sure can, yes. Okay.
Now.
Look down in your thumbnail down below where we're streaming, and you should see a little landscape icon, like a picture icon. Yes?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm looking at a blue screen. Plus, I'm on my Android telephone, so I'm looking at this blue screen. And if y'all can hear me, I'm fine.
No.
You're looking at a blue screen?
That
No,
says,
Android screen.
Yeah, it just says everyone can see and hear you. So I don't see something that shows what you're talking about.
Okay, that's probably because you don't have your camera on, so you're not looking at what we're doing. That's fine. We can hear you. Oh, crap. Hang on 1 second.
How you doing?
How funny, the phone's ringing. I'm good, Wonder Lady. Hello.
Hey, hi, Pasta Babe. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Awesome.
Doing good.
Awesome.
Wow, it's really
That's
cool to
awesome.
be here with you guys.
Finally, hey?
I know, right?
Yeah. It's like crazy.
With my craziness. Because I am crazy.
Yay.
But you are the right kind of crazy. You really are. You really are.
I appreciate that. I really, really do.
Oh no, I understand. It's like, I listen to you. You're very respectful when you're with Nadine on her channel. She does not want cussing and foul language. And you accidentally say something and you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't want to be that person, Like,
Right,
I
right.
really don't want to be that person.
Right. But
Yeah.
I've heard a few of your rants and they're just like so fulfilling. I mean,
Thank you.
fulfilling. It's like, yeah,
Aren't they ever? Hey?
yeah.
I like so get you.
Mhm.
It doesn't feel like anyone's ever gonna get it though. Like, that's just the bicycle tire leaking a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like,
I
oh,
do.
I gotta let this out before I go crazy.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So that was the
Yeah.
good news. The family has arrived at the racetrack in Fort Worth, and they
Yay.
are,
Oh, yay, they're safe.
yep, they're in and gonna go park the thing and level it up and crank up the heater.
Right on.
Uh,
Oh, I'm
I
so
was
happy
talking
for
to
you, Andy.
Oh my
You got a
gosh.
few days to yourself. Wow.
Yes.
You know
And I
what
don't have
this
to
means,
do
right?
anything. Huh?
You know what this means, right?
Means I can walk
going
around naked.
braless.
Yes. And
That's the
brothers.
first.
And you know what radio station you'll listen to?
Whatever
No.
one I want.
The one you want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Which is
TV
about
channel?
5 different stations, and I surf in the car until they get sick of Granny. Pick one. No, I'm looking for a good song. No, I'm looking for a good song. Surfing through the channels.
You get to choose the
When the old
channel and
days when they had
everything.
the buttons on the radio and you had to go. Chick, 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 chick.
I
Yeah, I'm
raised
that
three
old.
kids and I've got grandkids, so I get it. I love them, but my goodness, there are days,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I really
Bark, bark,
do.
bark.
No, but I had to make 100 phone calls, and I also got to talk to my sister. I found out that she fell at work this week, so I'm
No.
Oh no.
very unhappy.
Oh
No
dear.
doubt.
What is her
She's
occupation?
she is an LPN. It's
Okay.
not it's different than an RN. Like, there's more restrictions on her duties, but it also means she's not at the desk. She's dealing with people.
Okay.
Hmm.
And she
Oh my god. There's Jen.
I think it was
Hi, Jen.
Halloween, actually. She fell and she really hurt her arm to the point where it showed visibly.
Can you hear
Oh
my dogs
no.
barking?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yes,
I had that the other day recording a
it's
video,
all
and
good.
it took me an hour to record one 2-minute section.
My
'Cause the stupid
condolences.
dog wouldn't shut up.
I have no idea what it's like to have a loud pet, so
Oh yeah, I've heard your cat before. Whatever.
I was being sarcastic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Better be.
Like, nobody
Ew,
can tell
I'm
I have
so
a cat.
funny.
Nobody. She's so quiet.
Uh,
Surprised the neighbors
I have
don't
a
phone
Pomeranian
it. Mm-hmm.
who fortunately is on vacation because her other mother's on vacation. So my Pom is not here. But you would
Oh.
hear her barking
yeah.
at times. Actually, it told me when her other mother's around. She shows off. She's like, look, I'm a Billy Badass. I mean, Billy Badhiney. And look at me
Oh.
bark.
Okay, if you cuss in here.
I take care of the house. I protect you. Stuff like
Cussing
that.
is allowed on live stream, so at least at my house it is.
I had a little terrier cross, and he would go ballistic when I was younger. But he'd protect you viciously protect you from right behind your legs, because you can't do it in front of the legs.
I used to have a paper route,
Cute.
and I was very, very fond of dogs until I had a paper route, and then I only liked certain dogs because there was this one woman on my route who had these cute little pups, but like she she would open the door and take the paper from me, but at the same time her dog would bite me on the leg.
No,
Oh.
no.
And
What?
she'd be like,
No.
"Oh, he's only playing," and it's like I'm losing blood.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's not funny.
Oh my
Playing?
gosh.
No.
She's like, "Oh, he's just playing." It's like that skin he's got. That's not my pants. And
Yeah.
even still, could he not bite my pants?
Yeah.
So, I didn't make that much of a fuss, but
There's Linda.
because I told my
Hi.
grandmother, and my grandmother's like, dogs do that. What are you worried about? You have one. It's like Joey doesn't do that. Like my dog never did that.
No, never.
And Nerdy's here too. So we got 2 Lindas and a nerdy rodent.
We're doing
And-
good.
Tea
Yeah.
and Danish.
Hey, Nerdy and Linda. All kinds of Lindas. Jen. Linda and Linda.
Jen's little corner. Hi,
Yeah.
hon.
Yeah, I'm not in the chat because I sort of just thought I'd rush in and drop in for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
Jen's got a premiere coming up here in just a little bit, and I promised her I would send you all over
Well, you
there
don't
to
have to. You guys
see
can
her
keep
premiere.
going.
How long is it? I mean, it's not
25
6 hours,
minutes,
is it?
so it's
That's
25
okay.
minutes.
Honey, you can have them for that long. Just send them back over here when you get done. I'll be over here talking to
I
myself.
wouldn't have premiered it when I did if I'd known you were going to do your stream right now.
I didn't know I was going to. It's one of those random because I
Yeah,
got time off.
When I
Freedom.
published it last night for this morning, or opposite way around for you guys, I looked up and didn't see anyone with anything scheduled, and I go, awesome, brilliant time.
See, now I
Aw.
looked in my subscriptions and it did not show me that you had something coming up, or I would have
Yeah.
waited too.
I've got
'cause-
2 things coming up actually. I've got another premiere tomorrow, at 8 as well. So
only thing it showed me is upcoming in
Help me out,
my.
lady.
Oh my God, YouTube is so stupid.
and
It showed me Nail's
if-
thing that's
if
coming
people
up in,
don't
like,
come
3
over and watch
days.
the one I'm doing today, I don't really care. But the one I'm doing tomorrow is a huge collab between myself and 14 other YouTube creators,
Sweet, that ought to be fun.
including the
All
likes
right.
of Shannon Q and Pologia and
Ooh,
Godless
she got the big
Engineer and that.
guns.
So yeah, it's got some big names in it. Bad Tempered Badger and Blue Collar Heathen are in it, and Unholy Sarah. So yeah, there's quite a few people who are part of it. And of course all us typical Aussies like Ozman, Navadia, and Not Your Witness will be in it as well. So yeah,
See, it'll
it
be
should be
alright.
good fun. So if somebody wants to
That's
catch
my
one of my
man.
premieres,
You guys-
please catch that one because it's going to be awesome. But yeah, if people want to see
I
the
need
one
to
today,
do
they can
a
watch it
show
after you.
with Not Joe
your
Whitney.
Q&A. Sorry?
What?
I'm shilling
I
myself.
interrupted you. I'm sorry. I need to do.
Oh, shush.
I need to do a show with Not Jehovah's Witness because he's an ex-JW and so am I, an ex-Jehovah's Witness.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
So we would have a big show. Yeah, we would have a very. I
That'd
just
be
don't
awesome.
really know how to get in touch with them. Then
Well,
airhead.
this
I
show
have
is about-
ADHD, so
See this?
Oh,
He's
Yeah,
on Twitter.
Yeah,
He's
you get to
complete
through me.
darling. Nacha is a complete
Yeah.
darling.
No,
Yes.
he's completely lovely. If
He
you
is.
send him a message, he will usually respond. So
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got a Twitter.
yeah,
He's a
just
good
get him
dude.
on the Twitter,
Oh, okay,
then he'll
that's right.
respond. And
He's
he's always
a-
looking for new people to talk to. So
Yeah.
He's
I
adorable.
wouldn't be stressing
okay,
too much
lady.
about
Thank
that.
you for the suggestion.
Oh, he is absolutely adorable. I
thank
love the
you for
guy.
suggestion.
Yeah.
I
Also,
do too.
Uh,
So
on-
yeah,
He's
the
one of
video
my
tomorrow
people.
is
He
about,
grew up
is
in
about
my
Jehovah's
tribe.
Witnesses. So
Okay.
so yeah, it should be
It's about
it's a lot of fun. I wrote quite a bit of it, and it's hilarious. And I already sent it out to Lena to litmus test it early. So and I got to hear her response, and she was pissing herself laughing through the entire thing. So it is awesome.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
honey.
was great fun to make. It was also 12 hours of editing.
My sweet Danish. Yes, you may join. I dropped the link in the one of the groups. I know I dropped it in the fundraising group. Aren't you in that one? I think. Let me see.
Yeah, you dropped in the fundraising group.
Yeah, you're in there. I put the link in there. Where did it go? There it is, where it says going live in 15 minutes. That link right there. In the fundraising friends. I need to change the name of that. Like call it Angie's Mellow Mates or something.
That's actually a good idea. Change the name because it's more about you guys anyway.
Yeah, it's probably the first group chat I ever created because I was helping do that stream for Doc.
The
And
doc, yeah.
It was the first Doc. I had just started using Twitter and stuff too, so it's. I'll go change the name. If you're in that group, don't be surprised.
Oh, love hearts you're doing, Nadine. I thought you were doing question marks.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. They're not very good, but
Now we've got 2 Lindas.
I'm just.
Woohoo! Hi, Miss Linda. Good to meet you. It's myself, Apostle Babe Linda James. Hi.
Hi.
Linda,
I'm wondering why we
uh-oh.
can't see you. Only thing I can think of is because you're not using the camera, but I don't know how it works
You're
on
right.
the phone because
On
I've
the
never
camera.
tried to do it on a phone. I always PC
I literally
it.
have it taped up, and then I used a black
Politically
marker over it.
correct it.
Okay.
It's
It's all right. We can hear you.
Hmm?
There is a delay, though. That's something that you might not know, especially when you're using a mobile device. There's a little delay between what the people say and what you hear, which is why sometimes we talk over each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Especially
you.
for me, because me in Australia, my delay's retarded.
Yeah. And Linda, a bit of tea in Danish, is over in Denmark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, Faye's up north, Nadine's in Canada. I'm way down here in Texas. We're all spread out, y'all.
Mhm.
You're a Canadian, are you, Nadine?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a newfie, even better.
Right?
Okay, you're not too far from Shannon Q then.
No, I'm across a bit of a pond
A bit of a one.
from her. Yeah, she's closer to the mainland than I am. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What do you mean, what is Nadine doing? Nadine is doing what Nadine does. She's creating stuff.
Yeah,
That's why she has a channel called Creations by Nadine.
Creating.
Yeah, I'm always
Yeah.
fiddling and farting around. We should call it fiddling and farting with Nadine.
Fiddling and farting. Yeah.
Fiddling and
There's a
farting with Nadine.
There's a stream everyone wants to see.
Mr. Shadow
People
Kitty.
we
Hi,
run
sweetie.
with, you know they'd be there. The people that we know, you know they'd be there for that.
Yeah.
You know you're having bad weather when they have a flood watch and they don't have an end date.
Oh my.
God, the good one. How are you?
Hey,
Hey,
Coming to
God.
visit. Lovely to see you too.
How are you doing?
Excuse me.
He likes to scare me driving around his town, and I'm watching him going, look out, look out, You're driving on the wrong side of the road.
You're definitely not like Canadian. I spent I don't know how many hours watching Coronation Street, and they're always driving on the wrong side of the road. We're always watching Brit TV shows, so it's like whatever.
Did you say Cornish history?
Coronation Street. It's one of the longest running soap operas in ever.
Oh, Coronation Street.
Yeah.
Oh, Coronation Street. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my bit of newfies come out of me.
Invented driving? No, y'all didn't.
Invented driving.
Who invented driving?
And
Oh, if you're gonna believe in a God, Robert, this is the best one to believe in. He really is the good one. If you're
Yeah.
not subscribed to his channel, you're a knobhead, and go do it now.
Not bad.
You're not subscribed, Gab. You're a knobhead. He makes music too, which I love.
Music is good.
Music is good.
So yeah, it will not hurt my feelings if y'all just leave this one open and mute me. Tab over to Jen's channel in a minute, watch her premiere. Y'all hang out with Jen but you come back here and hang out with me because I ain't going nowhere. I'll be sitting over here talking to myself, picking my nose or something, and y'all maybe can catch me doing something naughty if you come back. No,
That would be
probably not.
It depends if you're
That would
only
be
up to the
very
first
exciting.
knuckle. But if you're 2 knuckles in, if you're 2 knuckles in, I'm gonna leave you alone with that and give you some privacy.
Yeah, that might be a little too traumatizing even for myself. Because I always go back and watch my own videos and stuff because I'm a glutton for punishment. And
Right.
that would be like, oh dear, what were you thinking?
You know,
I'll probably keep it on the R-rated and not full-blown
it all
porn
depends
yet.
on how many knuckles in and whether or not you're using 2 fingers. So
Just killer.
We're
I
talking
have
about
entered
booger
the
picking,
right
right? We're talking about booger picking, right?
I was until I
Black
thought of the
Diva.
second finger.
Yeah, because you gotta have one side to breathe through.
Kitty.
Santi the Sane is here. R rating. Oh, you did. You just walked right into it. It's always
Yeah.
something. At least we haven't started talking about boobs yet. It's my channel. There's bound to be. Well, I see. I already said it. Somebody's going to say boobs in a stream on my
There-
channel.
There you
99% of
go.
the time, it is me.
There you go.
So-
There
At
you
least
go.
I'm not
Boobs
letting
are
them all
wonderful
hang
thing.
out today. It's too cold for that.
It's all good.
Oh, that Canadian wind you got up there is blowing all the way down here in Texas. It's cold.
Yeah, it's pretty yucky. That wind is just, and I'm sweating to death.
It shouldn't be that bad.
It still says it's 64 Fahrenheit, which is 18 Celsius. It feels like 19. It's
Yesterday
64.
it was 67.
and it's 9 o'clock at night.
Mhm. I hear you, but
That's
it'll
like,
drop.
it's like, melt me.
You'll get my weather. I think Saturday or Sunday, and it'll go down to 29 degrees at night, so you'll be fine.
That's all right. I don't mind that. I can deal with that. So we don't go very cold. It's supposed to be 46, 45, 48, 45, 46, 45. Like that's our week.
Yeah, we got down to 32, freezing last night, and it's only
I
October.
don't know.
Halloween night. I mean, we always get a little cold snap, but God, ugh, not happy. I had one batch of trick or treaters. That was it. Nobody else was out.
Yeah, it's
Same here.
really.
All the
Yep.
candy for me.
Lucy Luxor is here. Hey, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. How you doing?
Awesome.
We just met recently too.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh. Mhm. I just realized I'm not watching you on. I mean, at the
On-
YouTubies.
YouTube, that place. Yeah, we know about that
Yeah,
place.
the place in the place in the place that's not Streamlabs.
So I have a reason for the title of my stream this evening. It's a mad, because I got really, 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 really mad earlier today. I discovered a couple days ago that the person who was supposed to be providing care for my father 4 days a week was not doing her job, and she was not showing up, and she was not providing a replacement when she didn't show up, and a whole lot of other stuff, like not feeding him. And
Oh,
she
no.
was getting him to sign off on the timesheets that and they had no idea that she was missing days or that anything like that was going on. So I got to fire somebody today. Only I didn't actually have to say you're fired. I just made her so mad she walked out. She got in
Wow.
trouble and sitting there at my dad's on the phone talking to the company, right? And she comes barging back in the house. Like she left, drove off, and comes back and comes barging in the house. And I was like, oh, good. She's just came back in. Would you like to speak to her? And I handed her the phone. And the lady on the other line says, you need to leave now or we're going to have to let you go. Like that. And she jumped up back out of the chair and went right back out the door. So she's
I
lucky.
just realised I've been muted for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, that's okay. Girl, I do that. I'll be talking behind me over there like, we can't hear you. So yeah, I really, really, really wanted to beat her to a bloody pulp. But I was so proud of myself. I was grown up and handled it without profanity and without screaming and without tears and without violence, and got the goal accomplished anyway.
No matter how much violence you wanted
Good
to
for you.
partake in.
Yes. I resisted
You
the
took care
urge
of
to
business.
claw her eyeballs out, yeah.
Right on. You got into solution too. I'm proud of you.
I
Yeah.
did good. I really, I
That's
was,
not how we do.
Dad was not happy and tried to fight me about it a little. Oh, she does a fine job. I was like, no, Dad, you don't even realize what she's been doing to you. You don't understand.
Yeah.
She's been using you. And he's dang near 6 foot tall and he's only 109 pounds. That's not okay.
That's
Oh, gosh, no.
nothing.
And I couldn't figure out why he was getting so skinny. I'm like, okay, I go over there. I take him food all the time. I do this, that, and the other. He's supposed to be eating lunch. He's supposed to be getting a hot meal from this person and his breakfast and his, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he was not. And if you ask him if he ate, he will tell you, sure, I ate, but that could have been yesterday or last
Right.
week. I mean, he just doesn't really remember like he should. So, but he'll tell me the same story. I look at my watch, and if my watch says it's time to eat, I go eat. And I'm like, that is a load of horse hockey. I know better. Because I've called you at noon and you sleeping. Not eating, sleeping.
Oh my.
Aw.
But I got it all worked out, and she better
Nice.
not come back. So she comes back, she gets cops called on her, and they have a new one coming in on Monday. Somebody he already knows that we know does a good job, and yes,
Yay.
I adulted today. I'm so proud.
You did. You sure did. Because I might have went in there and bitch slapped her, okay? And then called the company.
Well, I had already talked to the company a couple days before, and when I walked in, if looks could kill, honey, I knew she knew that I knew they had said something to her. And because she was shooting laser beams at me with those eyes, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a little surprised to
Really?
see you here. I would have thought they'd have canned you by now."
How
What did I
dare
do?
she?
I tried to lie about it. Yeah, it was bad. Tried to lie about it. I was like, you know what? I don't believe that is not true. I know what you've just said is false. So we're done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she got up and stormed out.
Ridiculous.
All I know is if someone did that to my mother, they would be in pain forever.
I was vibrating, y'all. I was like this,
Mhm.
resisting the urge to just,
I just now heard it. I just took in a deep breath.
Mm.
Yes.
It's like I can't afford to go to jail this weekend. The family's gone. I'll be in there all weekend. There won't be nobody to bail me out.
I hear there's really cute slippers in there. With little happy faces on them.
It would kind of be like a vacation, but I'm already having one at home. I think I prefer to do it here if I can. That had a steak as big as my head. That was good.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Well, a steak as big as your head.
Oh, it was a lovely,
Steak.
well marbled ribeye too, bone in,
Oh,
about 1.5 inches thick. Oh, Put your onions and mushrooms
Oops.
on top.
Oh, bacon mushroom sauce.
Melted in your mouth
Yay.
like butter.
I have bacon wrap asparagus and a salad
Face
with
style.
Hang on.
yeah, face style.
Bacon
Face-
wrapped asparagus.
Yes. Oh,
I
Faye,
have
tell her.
never done that. But that
Oh.
sounds excessive.
It is like
Bacon-
candy. I kept eating it.
Bacon
I-
wrap should be everything.
I
like
did. I
everything.
thought I gave the kitty a wrench. What the hell?
Asparagus cooked in with a little bit of olive oil and honey is nice.
Did that work?
That sounds nice. That sounds really nice.
It
That's
does.
the kitty.
Nice.
I don't know who I gave a wrench because I thought I gave it the kitty.
I'm drawing a picture for my sister.
Did it work? Did it work? I think I gave Kitty a wrench. I clicked on the thing. Santi got a wrench. Who else wants a wrench? Anybody else want a wrench? I know God says, don't give everybody a wrench. Well,
Yeah, I knew that.
that's why I use StreamYard. Can't nothing pop up without me seeing it. They're not gonna share. They're not gonna share no screens I can't see first. I don't know if that was a link in the chat or what, but I apologize. Yeah, God got a wrench. Who else wants a wrench? Anybody else want a Lucy want a wrench? I got
Wrench,
Lucy's
wrench
Lucy's
the
got-
world, wrench the world.
Lucy gets a wrench.
Can I ask a
Oprah
question?
Winfrey of Spanners.
Oh, where's my? Where's
Can you
there's
Oh,
believe
my-
I've wrenched an entire group of people?
I think I finally convinced
Lucy's naughty.
my
I like her.
sister to buy a new rug.
What? A new rug?
Mhm.
A big rug? Little rug? Long rug? Skinny
Area
rug?
rug for underneath her table.
Ah.
And
Oh,
and the
yours,
thing
okay.
is, like, she and her husband are two lovely people, and they can afford things, and they're fun and they're funny. But when it comes to, like, I don't know, home comforts, they kind of deny themselves because they're like, I don't know, it'd be nice to have a new TV. This one's not, all the colors aren't working on this one, and the remotes no longer work, and it's fading, and it's all this. But they'll take 5 years to get a new TV after the old one has definitely, like, started its death rattle. So there's this rug that I clean her house often, and there's this rug that I hate. And I always have to, like, pick up this old table and I move it and I take the rug out, and it's got to be like 50 years old because he got that from his parents. But he's a cat owner. He was a cat owner before
Okay.
she married him, and she's a cat owner. So this thing has been picked at. So I'm like,
Oh.
she's like, oh, I don't know, rugs are expensive and blah blah blah. And I'm like, just get a cheap one. Just get
We've
a
got to
cheap
put
one.
rest
You're not
like
gonna.
that.
We're in our, I'm 49 this year, and we're not gonna live long. We're in the sixth mass extinction. Just get any rug. You know.
Ha, ha.
So
Well, that's
I'm,
one of those things I feel wrong for laughing about.
and I was like, get a rug, and she's like, well, and I was like, because it's instead of like a dining room, it's a game room because who uses tables to eat, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you play D&D and play games, and it's basically the Star Trek room.
Yeah.
So I talked her into getting a cosmic rug. It looks like a nebula.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool.
It's pretty cheap. It's 5 feet by 8 feet, and I'm going, and it's great, and blah blah blah. And look, and it's new, and I was like, and it's inexpensive. So if the cats ruin it, I was like, and even better, it's got a really interesting pattern, and that way, if Loki kills anything, he will bring it to the rug, and no one will see the stain. I was like, this is a rug where you can kill things on it and it'll be all right.
It won't matter.
No
Yeah.
Better
pricey
than
rugs
the
if you
beige
get
rug
pet.
that I've been trying to keep alive.
Yeah. You don't pricey or do pricey rugs when you got pets. That's icky.
Well, especially not ones that are just like little murderers. And since this is like a Vermont home, it's not like you have to like let them out so that they can source a kill.
Right?
It's Vermont. They'll come inside and say, "Hi, I'm here to die in your cat's mouth." Oh, the cat's over there. Thanks.
So, how many cats do you have?
Me?
Mm.
1.
We've got 5.
Oh, yes.
My
We've
cat
got
doesn't
5
like other
cats,
cats.
2 dogs, and a fish.
My cat doesn't like other cats.
Oh, mine
If you
doesn't
pet
either.
a cat and then you come home and you try to pet Patsy, she'll go, "You've cheated on me," and then she'll hiss at you until you wash your hands, and then you're allowed to touch her.
Well, yeah, because, that's just horrible, horrible parenting, That's like touching other kids.
Uh huh.
Oh my
Yeah, we're
goodness,
4
just-
minutes from Jen's premiere, so just leave me
Yeah.
open and mute me, and y'all go watch, and I will come watch too, and then we come back and play. We'll after show.
I'll come back to you.
Okay. Don't drop me. Don't drop me. Let it play.
All right, we can stay
Let it
talking.
play.
We can talk about my video whilst you're watching it. No.
This is true.
I like that idea.
Only I won't be able to listen to the video and listen to you talk at the same time
No,
because
that's
of
all right.
the
We won't talk
headphones. We'll chat about it.
Yeah, we'll chat about it afterwards. But people can watch your reactions.
Let me give you a wrench, and you may put your link into
Oh.
the chat. There you go. I didn't know you didn't have one.
Which one is this? Getting mooned or
Yeah, getting mooned. No, the other
Okay.
one's tomorrow. So,
okay? Getting
Excuse me.
mooned.
All right, there we go. Yeah, don't forget to share it out now.
River. See, I even stopped drawing.
What? Wow.
I stopped drawing.
That's something. That's something. Whole. You stopped drawing? Like, wow.
I know.
So wrenchy.
I'm going to mute here.
Yeah,
Right,
you can mute us. It's okay.
I'm
We
gonna mute you
understand.
too. Ha 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 ha.
Just don't moon us.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, that cracked me up. All right, we're going over here. Hey. Hi. I typed
It'll
in
be
the
a good
chat.
thing.
This is like real multitasking right here. This is 2 chats, 2 videos, a stream, and Twitter. I got 4 tabs and a chat down.
Why is mine?
So if I freeze up and lock up and disappear, that's why I just sucked up all my bandwidth.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
It'll be okay.
Of course, we'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
It always
Yeah, we
comes
still had a
back.
couple of minutes of crappy music.
Oh yeah, I hate the premiere music, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
That
Why
thing.
can't they give us a choice? If you had at least 5 you could pick from, at least you wouldn't get the same one all the freaking time. It's so
Mhm.
annoying.
There's something about that sound too. It's just sort of like, really?
It's so bad that I've actually been thinking of scheduling a stream and doing my own premieres like a stream.
Oh, I
Oh,
like that
that's a good
idea.
Yeah, because I can just launch them from OBS, and I'm in control of all the start and everything. And
I have an idea, Jen. Why
Yeah.
don't you premiere it, but for your Patreons?
I don't have any Patreons. I
Well,
do
if
have a
maybe if you
Patreon,
premiered things on your Patreon, you would.
but no, I don't.
Uh,
I do have a Patreon. I don't advertise it. I'm not using it yet. And there goes the crappy music. Get over there,
I have
people.
that
Crappy
problem.
music.
Boop,
But that
boop.
gets muted.
Makes me think of underwater aquarium mermaids.
to me, it just reminds me of like shopping in space.
Yeah. Such a pleasant sound.
Oh, look, I muted it and I can still hear it.
You know what I want? I want the original Sims shopping music. You know, that would make me happy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I also don't like the
Hi,
modern
Maya.
art that they picked because it could have been better.
Hey, Maya, we're all over watching premiere on Jen's channel.
It's called Getting Moon.
You scroll up a little, there's a chat. There's a link in the chat. We're all over there watching. Leave the stream open, and we're coming back here to party after. Because Jen loves me.
Yeah.
in that awful premiere music, it's like,
And we still got 40 seconds of it. Isn't that lovely?
Us girls got to stick together.
Could be worse.
Oh, dear.
I could like go for a nap. Wake me up when it's done.
I
I don't know if anybody could even
Wow,
think
wow.
through that.
Yeah, this video wasn't supposed to be as long as what it is, but I tend to waffle. I don't swear much. I don't swear at all in this one. I don't think.
Really? Good
Yeah,
for you.
and it's a debunk video, but there was nothing to be nasty to this person about, apart from the fact that they're disingenuous.
Ah. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to continue watching Jen's, but I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna fall asleep.
Oh.
Love you guys.
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay,
Sleep well.
bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye. Ah.
I never understood the moon conspiracies.
I love the background.
I do too.
It's good, isn't it? It's actually an Apollo 11 command module.
Oh, really?
Yep,
Oh, you did your homework.
I did.
Very, very good. You're being so nice.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like me at all, does it?
Oh, you get props for being so concise and
I,
polite and factful.
yeah, I got too wrapped up in being factual in this one and wasn't rude to him at all. So
I would have been cursing by now.
I normally am, as you know, but no, I just didn't.
Aww.
I don't even call him an asshole once. I'd like to point out he actually takes fucking ages to get to the point.
I noticed. Oh my goodness.
There is no point. How can they?
Yeah, he talks about this track of audio for freaking ages and just doesn't get there. It's right at the end of my video where he finally gets to that bit.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh no. Oh my.
Yeah, it's amazing what goes through these guys' heads.
I'm so amused. Oh, great use of finger quotes earlier, by the way.
Oh no, she didn't.
Oh yes, she did. Ooh. Math is wonderful. Oh,
Hi, Stags.
hi, Stags. What are you
We're
watching?
actually
Video?
watching a video on Jen's channel right now. Come watch with us. We're coming back here when we're done. We're crossing streams.
You should never cross the streams. Didn't you watch Ghostbusters?
See, now you're just talking sense. Again, with all the facts. What's wrong with you? And I like the little hand gestures that basically are saying,
Where,
"Hey, dumbass, do you think?"
where do you find these people?
Oh, there are so many of them. So many of them.
Every time you pause, I hear the word "dumbass."
I think there was a point where I actually made a mistake myself, caught myself, and then go, ah, fuck, even when I say things this badly, I'm still not as dumb as this prick. But I cut that. I didn't leave it in.
Ah.
Oh my
I,
goodness.
I have all the bloopers from this. I should compile them as a reel and put them up because I reckon my blooper video is nearly as long as this.
That's good
Yeah, why
Patreon
not?
content.
Yep.
I've started saving my bloopers.
Oh my. Oh. Don't you see the word like? Don't you hear "dumbass" out of her mouth every now and again? Just sort of. Every pause. It's, you
It's
dumbass.
implied in the eyes. You can see it in the eyes.
Mhm. I'm going to explain this simply because you don't know things. You're so stupid, you may not know how to breathe. I love this so much. They even have like special studies for GYN stuff in space.
They actually studied the Van Allen belts for years before they actually even contemplated taking people through them, because they weren't even sure we could do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we know it was possible when they did it.
Oh. Oh, that's so cute.
A lot better.
Oh, I guess satellites don't exist to those people either. So. Oh. I know we drew a penis on Mars.
I recorded this entire section, played it back to myself, and then realized I said Saturn 4 instead of Saturn 5.
Oh.
Oh no, we lost Linda's. We lost both Linda's.
Oh, they're probably watching. They'll be back.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my God.
What? No.
I know, right?
So much stupid.
See, this is
It's
why.
the level of denial these people have to have that really gets to me. It's like, what's.
This is why
And
education
why?
is a good thing.
His denial doesn't even make sense. He believes we went to space, but we didn't go to the moon.
What?
Yeah, I
Ugh,
know. It's really stupid.
I can't. Like, surely these people don't really believe this. Surely they're
Yeah, they
just doing
do.
this
They
for.
No,
really
they
do.
do believe it.
I can't imagine being that ignorant. It's got to be painful.
Well, you know they're not doing well in all aspects of life because if they don't even know that we went to the moon and back, they can't
It's
be
just.
living good lives. Again, I heard the word "you idiot."
I love the fact that he just goes, "It's the CIA."
Oh yeah, because the CIA
It,
was really advanced back
it's
then.
the them. They. The unknown thee.
I love that. I'm feeling eye roll brain coming. Oh, funny. Oh, Arctic Ignorance is there too. Orla. Mark Caesar, Critical Blue Color Heathen, Stags, got the good one. Got quite the nice audience there, Jen.
Yeah, I'm fixing to say, come over to my place when it's over. Is that all right?
I don't. No reply. Talk. Armstrong.
Yes.
Oh, this is great.
You're amazing.
You gotta love how crap his greatest evidence is.
Yeah, I mean, like, if this is the best you got, dude, just stop.
Got tears there, Angie.
I mean, we're all on the same planet. We have a couple of seconds lag for some of us. I mean, come on.
Right? Just he's just saying random stuff that doesn't even make any sense.
Aw, stay.
Don't go.
Don't go. It's almost done. Oh!
This is fantastic. This is fun.
It is. That was Major Tom. Says NANA. Nadine's in the comments. But fake! She's so cute. Which means the crew. You know, I have a complaint, Jen. Really? He's saying the word disingenuous to this guy. He's not gonna get it. He's just not gonna understand the big words. That's a 5-syllable word, you know? Like you're asking quite a lot.
You go, girl.
Get him! Get him! Meow. Oh dear. Oh. Oh my.
Yay! Nicely done, my dear. Oh,
That's great.
that was great. That was awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That was funny.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I linked you back to get everybody to
Thank
come back over here.
you.
So
Come on.
So we can
in.
talk about that. So it was good fun having us chatting in the background too. So I
Yes,
don't
it
know how many
was.
people were listening to both streams, but yeah.
Several were still in
Yeah.
mine, and several went over there too. So
I'm just
So, yeah,
really
once
amused.
back in.
So yeah, it was kind of I was just like, what? How can you think that we go to space, that we have satellites, that we go to other planets with other missions, but we didn't actually go to the moon? I mean, the cognitive dissonance there is so much more than people who just deny space altogether. It's just why? What
Hi,
on
Raven.
earth is the point of faking the moon when we do everything else? It makes no sense.
Linda's back. Pulse debate. And hi, Raven. Welcome to my channel.
Hey, Raven.
We were crossing the streams. That was exhilarating.
It was awesome.
Oh my God. It's a fact. We did go to the moon. It's only
yeah.
obvious.
Yes,
I loved the way you handled this show. You're like, why? Why would we even do this?
Yeah. I mean, as I was just
Thank
saying,
you.
it makes his form of denial makes absolutely no sense. I don't get the people who think that we live on a flat Earth and there's a dome and there's no such thing as space either. But there are other people who think that we've never been to space at all and there's no such thing as satellites. And that's probably a more defendable position than saying we've been to space, we've sent probes to other planets, but we didn't go to the moon. That makes no sense at all. And then for him to assert that we faked the moon by sending people into space and putting a little sticker thing over a portal that looked like the Earth from a bigger distance and lit it up with me, that just blows my mind that he would even think that.
Yes, and he called it an earth shine, didn't he? He said,
Yeah, he
an
did.
earth shine. I'm like, earth shine?
Well,
Really?
you do get Earthshine. That it's a reflected light from the Earth that you can see. Like we have moonshine.
Yeah.
If you're in space, you get Earthshine. But he was saying they were lighting this bit of
Right.
cellophane with a fake planet on it with the Earthshine. Why? If you were just going to fake go to the moon, you'd build a studio set.
Yes, I was thinking, the shine.
And you'd do it on
What?
Earth. You wouldn't spend billions of dollars sending people into space to fake going to the moon. It just doesn't make any sense.
That's
It
why
really
I find it
doesn't.
so hard to believe that these people like this guy actually believe this crap. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to
You-
be painful to be that ignorant. It's got to hurt. Like, there's got to be other issues because, oh my goodness.
I can't believe Conspiracy Cats actually made it to one of my premieres. It's a joke.
That's awesome. You had a
Uh,
nice
he-
crowd in
he-
there.
Something I
I
never thought of.
did. Sorry.
Something that you brought up that I had never thought of is that how they broke through the atmosphere and then they did not need as much gas power for in that area. Never dawned
Yeah.
on me. As soon as you
Oh
said
yeah.
Yeah,
many of the
I
things
mean,
you said, it was like, right, that's right. That does make
his
sense.
fuel argument is just completely ridiculous. Once you're in space, getting to the moon actually isn't that hard.
Yeah.
You don't actually fly. The ships don't actually fly straight to the moon. What they do is they fire enough rocket fuel to extend the orbit out to the point where you eventually slingshot out and around to the moon. So it's all timed, and you're basically just extending one orbit till you'll intersect the other one. But yeah, it's
That's so
it doesn't
fascinating.
take a huge amount of fuel to once you're in orbit to extend your orbit and get out further.
You're
It's
just talking sense. You know,
yeah.
just
orbital mechanics.
not everyone can handle that, you know.
And you
I mean,
did it
yes,
so
orbital
eloquently.
mechanics are hard, but there is no friction in space. The only thing you've got pulling back on that ship is gravity, and because you're already in free fall orbit, you can just extend that orbit by firing your rockets at the right time, and then eventually you'll get to a medium point where you orbit back in around the moon, and then they can pull in close to the moon. It's why it takes so long to go to the moon. If you could fly straight, you could actually get there a bit quicker, but you'd use a lot more fuel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
think
I have a
the travel
question.
time is like nearly 2 days to the moon.
So can I ask you a question, Miss Jen? Because you're like
Yeah.
super knowledgeable about this. This is your thing. Okay.
Space. I like space.
That's so cool. Okay, so I've seen pictures of an astronaut next to the flag on the moon, and it looked like as though it was waving or it looked stiff.
Yeah.
And the idea that I've always gotten is that we have an expectation for that flag to have been hanging down. But even now, as I'm saying that, wouldn't it be gravity that would have it hanging down? I don't
The
know.
moon still has gravity. It's 1/6 of the Earth. To make the flag stand up like they did on the moon, it's actually got a steel rod in the top of it that holds it upright.
Yeah, you can see the rod.
And the fluttered sort of movement you see on the moon is because when they shoved the pole in that had the thing on it, they had to turn it to twist it into the soil. So the astronauts moved it. It's still sort of moving afterwards, but you can notice it in the footage that the top is very rigid and it's the bottom that flutters, and it's because there's a steel rod in the pole.
Okay, this makes perfect sense. So
Yeah.
I noticed this conspiracy guy kept using a bunch of qualifiers. And what I mean by that is oftentimes, like, that's a qualifier. He can
Yeah.
get by with not really saying that that's exactly what he said. He kept using all of that. And you called him on all of it. Thank you. That was amazing.
Yeah, the video took so long.
Wow.
And
like,
his whole
wow.
video goes to 17 minutes, and I only covered the first 5 of it. It was like I had 25 minutes for my video. I'm like, nah, I can't go anymore. But he did say that his number one evidence that we didn't go to the moon was that little tiny bit that he thinks sounds like somebody telling Buzz Aldrin to talk.
I'm wondering
And that
about
all hinges on his idea that it took 4 seconds round time for their communication, which it didn't. And that he's ignoring the bit afterwards where they're actually talking in the recording about how bad the communication is.
Okay.
So it's totally disingenuous, as I said. He cuts off the end part of the video so that he can
Ooh.
make his point with the first bit. Yeah, that sounds like a creationist sort of argument, doesn't it? Let's cherry pick.
Okay.
And
So why do you think that whoever it was that said that talk? Because it sounds like it's a cue. You know,
yeah,
go.
it does sound like it, but it really isn't. If you have a good listen to the recording that I had, which actually does show that there's a little bit more noise in the initial communication, but you can actually hear that it's just the end of some word that was being said in the cockpit. And if you pay attention to how the tapes work, the talk sound does not go from NASA to the command module, it's actually a sound from the command module back to NASA. So unless you're saying that the CIA guy was actually on board the command module as one of the astronauts, because he did say they were in space, then his whole argument falls apart.
Wow.
But yeah, it's not. It's just a cut off bit of the talk. If you listen to the whole thing, that whole recording, you can actually hear how it's not very good, and that they had radio communication issues, which isn't surprising. I mean,
I would think
this
it
is
wouldn't.
what only the 6th manned mission around the moon, and the first one to land on the moon, because we're talking Apollo 11 here. The experience with actually dealing with those radio signals isn't great. NASA's only just got the network set in place for the communications, etc. Part of the delay in the communication was actually because at the time of that message, the USA was on the opposite side of the Earth to where Apollo was, and the signals were actually being picked up at Jodrell Bank in Australia, and then sea cabled around the world to NASA.
Oh my God! You
So
know this kind of stuff. This blows me away.
That was part
you're
of the
like full
delay.
on geek, aren't you?
So it probably was a little bit longer than the 1.25 seconds, but even then, it's not going to be much. You know, it takes less than a second to send a signal around the world on cables. So it's just the speed of light is immensely fast. It's slow compared to the size of the universe, but from us to the moon, it's nothing. It's a just over 1 second delay. We can get that on the internet, and we
Right.
code fine. So yeah, it's just this guy is crazy.
Hey, Santi, I sent you a link if you want to join the chat. I'm so curious.
Yeah.
I want to hear Santi's accent.
Oh,
Anybody else that wants to get in, just send me a Twitter message and I'll pop you a link. Got room for 2 more at the moment.
It's amazing because I haven't thought about this whole "did we go to the moon or not" story, and I've never really heard somebody with convincing explanations that confirm we have.
oh, we
And
definitely. did go.
thank you.
I mean, in all honesty, the biggest evidence that we went is the level of conspiracy it would take for us not to have gone. Because it wasn't just the USA involved. It was many other countries who were part of the radio network, like Australia with Jodrell Bank. So we in Australia had to back you guys up in pretending that we went to the moon. I don't think this is going to happen. On
Oh, I
top of
see what
that-
you're saying. We had to recruit. Oh, okay. We had to recruit everybody to be part of.
because
Okay.
it wasn't just because when the Earth's facing the opposite direction, you're not getting those radio signals through the planet, and they needed to keep contact, so they had to have radio pickup stations all around the planet. So they contacted other countries and set up a network, which they still use today, called the Deep Space Network, which is a whole heap of different countries' radio telescopes. So they used to look out for these probes in space, so they can keep track of things all the time. Because
That is
our
so
planet
fascinating.
rotates.
Yeah.
I just don't get the whole that and the flat Earth and the what is the other one they've got where we're controlling the weather?
Yes, I've heard that too.
Name the conspiracy and I'll just sort of cringe my little head. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like, what? What do you believe? No, not really. Yeah, it's true. No, it's really not.
I was sitting at karaoke night one night, and this fellow I've known for a while come and sit down with me, and we were talking about stuff. And I hadn't talked to him like in a really long time. I'd seen him around, but I hadn't really talked to him, and didn't really know why, I guess, but I forget things. And we started talking, and he starts talking about the Earth being flat, and I was like, "No, you're janking my chain here. You're messing with me, right? You're just playing, right? You're kidding." He's like, "No, there's no evidence that proves the Earth is round." And I was like, "You please, please." I gave him one more chance. I said, "Please tell me you don't really think the Earth is flat." "Well, I don't know that it's not," he says. I was like, "You need to get up
Well,
and
that's
go
not a
away.
good reason.
You need to
Yes.
stand up right now and walk away from my table because I am not talking to you anymore. I just remembered why I stopped talking to you because you're a fucking idiot." It's like, go away. Don't come talk to me ever again.
It's that
I
level
have
of
more respect.
incredulity that they all seem to have. It's like, well, I can't see it, so it didn't happen. It's like, well, no, you don't necessarily have to have seen something
Right.
to
Like, I
look
didn't
at
see
the
my
evidence
parents
and know that
fuck,
things happen.
but I'm pretty
Mm.
sure the evidence proves that my parents fucked.
Yeah,
Good point.
Yeah.
Point.
it wasn't there, but I'm pretty much evidence that it happened.
Yes.
And even with the moon, I mean, like we're saying about other countries, when the US, there was this race during the Cold War between the USA and the Soviet Union to be the first
Yes.
to get there. When the USA did it with Apollo 11, the Soviets congratulated the US. That is not going to happen unless they actually did it.
Right?
You are not going to
Ooh.
have the Soviet
Ooh.
Union be co-conspirators with the USA to fake a landing on the moon and let the US get there
You're
first in this fake conspiracy. No,
No.
politics. We do not have that level of cooperation at the moment on things we should have that level of cooperation in.
No. And
If
if
this
something like that had
planet
happened, do you
runs
really think
through
Donald
it-
Trump could have kept his big fat mouth shut?
Oh,
You
no.
really think if there was something going on at Area 51 or any of that crap, that idiot would have been able to keep his trap shut?
Oh, of
No.
course
Oh,
It
no.
would have
He
been
would've-
all
he would've
over
thought
Twitter,
something about it.
you
But-
know?
Even aside from that, if we could amass even a small smidgen of the cooperation some of these conspiracies would require, we would have solved fucking global warming.
Ugh.
Because this is the thing, we don't. We, as a planet, we are pretty crap politically at cooperating.
Yep.
Very true.
Unless there's lots of fucking money involved.
There's still too
So I
much
have another
tribalism
question.
and
Okay.
Mhm.
nationalism.
So, people that believe in flat Earth, do they happen to think that the other planets in the solar system are flat too?
They generally don't think they're planets.
Santi's here. Hi.
Hi, Santi.
Hi,
You made
Santi.
it.
Hello.
They
There
Can
don't
you all
he
hear me?
is. Yes.
Hi, Santi.
Okay.
Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
no,
Hi,
they-
pleasure
they-
to meet you all.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
How are
Yeah,
you?
generally they don't actually think they're planets. They just think they're little lights in the sky, just like stars. So,
What do they
Well,
think stars are?
Holes
that's
in the
a fact.
firmament.
yeah, either holes in the firmament. The other day there was somebody who was trying to suggest that they were because there's water above the firmament, that they're solar luminescence, which is where you have bubbles contract really quickly and they generate light. So, which is
Okay.
just drivel because you can't
No, thank you.
see solar luminescence unless you're in an exceptionally dark room.
Okay.
I left the show.
So no, it's not that.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought I left the stream. I did
Hey,
not. Okay.
You're still here.
Oh, I'm so
Can-
sorry. No, I was trying to get to the live chat, like to see. Like, I am so sorry to interrupt you.
No,
Please
no
go on.
problem.
Where are you
interrupt
at?
each other all the
Santi?
time.
Where are you at?
What, like specifically? Like I'm on Earth.
Not the town and the street, just like for instance, I'm in Southern California now. Where are you?
I'm in the Highlands Center for. It's the middle of Florida.
Florida?
Yes, it's called Sebring. Like
Oh, okay.
It's a
Okay.
small town. It's a
Okay.
town they built around a lake.
So y'all are getting kind of almost winter right now too, huh?
Winter is not a thing down here.
No, not at all.
No, I haven't been cold in years.
We're having pretend winter here in Texas right now.
I can actually agree with him. Here in Southern California, if it rains, oh my God, we freak out. And the news is like storm watch because we had a few drops of rain.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And
That's right.
yeah,
We're
never
meant to be
storm.
heading into summers, and the last couple of days it's just been absolutely pouring down and freezing cold. So I
Wow.
don't know. Maybe we're having your winter. If it starts snowing here, I'll really worry.
When I woke up this morning, it was freezing. 32 degrees freezing in Texas this morning, and it got up to 65, I think. 66,
Wow.
something like that. I'm in East Texas. I'm a little closer to the coast, so we don't get quite as cold as some of the northern bits, or the western bits.
Well, I just moved over here to Sebring. I used to live in Miami, and
Yeah.
here supposedly it's gonna get cold at some point, but I'm still waiting for it.
I did not even know Florida had highlands. Like, I thought Florida was sea level and close to it pretty much everywhere. So that shows how good I am at geography.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know there were highlands until I got here. Like the company that I work for is called like Highland something, and I asked why is it Highland? It's like, oh, it's the middle of Florida. It's Highlands. And I was like, okay.
It's as far up as you can get in Florida.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a hill or a mountain here. Like everything's flat, like and lakes. I'm like, I'm still looking for the Highlands.
Aww.
But I'm a Highlander now.
Okay. We'll let that slide.
You know, yeah. As long as you have faith. Yeah.
Right?
You can be whatever you want.
I want to be a
This is so
robot.
I want to be a Vulcan. If I could be
A
Vulcan,
what?
I'd be a Vulcan, like Mr. Spock. No emotions,
Oh, like Star Trek.
pure logic.
No.
Although,
Fully, fully
wouldn't it be
control
better
of
if
my
you-
emotions.
Wouldn't it be better to be an android like Data? Because you'd live a lot longer and you wouldn't age.
Who
Yeah,
said
but
I would
maybe.
stick around for this crap?
Maybe, but I like
What?
that Mr. Spock actually has feelings. He just can control them.
Yeah, but Data did later because he got an emotion chip. So
Yeah, that didn't work out so good the first time around.
no, it didn't. No, that's not the point. Later on, he was fine with it.
Right?
So
That was tricky the first go around.
I don't know. Immortality without feeling stuff is not cool. But, like an
I
android.
don't know. As long as I have
You
my
have to just only let the productive ones out. If I could just do that. I don't know. My anger was pretty well justified and very productive today, so I guess I shouldn't wish I didn't have it.
oh yeah,
Emotions have a purpose.
Yeah. Even
As
if
long
they
as you
did
use it
screw
for
me
their
up.
purpose, it's fine. You know, like I get like you can use anger for demolition. So
Well, wishing I was Mr. Spock is also kind of like wishing I was a rock star. Ain't never gonna happen. So there's that.
Oh, man.
you're free rock and roll.
I try. I can't
Would
get
you
up in
rather
the.
be Paul though than Mr. Spock?
To what? Say it again.
Be Paul from Enterprise.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, she was cool.
Because then you can still be Vulcan, but you'll be a lot sexier.
I'd look good in that uniform.
Do you know
Looking sexy
that
is always on top of the list.
do you know that the uniforms wearing like gender like what's it called? Like they didn't have like a gender. Like there's dudes like wearing like that they look like males, right? And
Yeah.
they're wearing the skirt uniform even up to like Star Trek. Enterprise. Like you can see them. Like I was watching like I don't remember exactly which video, but they had like a little compilation of all the times, and it's so natural. Like they do it so naturally, they don't pay attention to it that you don't even know until you watch the video, and then it's like a bunch of dudes in skirts.
That's
You
fucking
know,
great.
if they have like because they had crew cuts and stuff like that. You had to look it up. It's awesome. Because but it's kind of like they're trying. You know how like they're like in Next Generation they're already like above money and above gender and above like religion and all that stuff. And that's what supposedly why they're out there exploring things, because they leave everything trivial behind.
I must have missed that. I'm gonna have to go find that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
it's when you get into the lore, like they get crazy. There's like even like a religion about it, and it's like, wow.
Really?
Yeah, but there's also Star Wars.
Trekkies are nearly as bad as Star Wars fanatics. You know, who end up becoming Jedis.
Yes.
Oh, I
You
got
get
you.
that. I mean, you get
Okay.
people who will actually follow Klingon religion.
I've been trying to learn to speak Klingon. It's not going very well.
It's too it's too
It has no
literal.
real.
You know, it's all in the throat.
It's got no
so,
structure. Like it's made up structure. It's not good.
yeah, it is.
It's really hard.
Welcome to religion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of just, and if you're in a cult, they kind
Jay.
of just make that shit up as they go along.
There you
Yeah.
are, and the conspiracy found you.
Hey.
Oh no,
I
we
put
lost
the link
Santi.
in. I don't know how we found it so hard to get across to here.
I'm not very well known. Yet.
I don't know. I think that video is now takes over top spot as the most number of people I've had at a premiere.
Well,
I think
that's
my previous was 22, and that ended up with what 25.
cool. Awesome.
And I've already had like 35 people watch the videos. So I'm pretty impressed. That's cool.
We,
for me.
we should make it a habit to
Good for
cross
you.
streams more often and share
that's,
audience.
that's a lot of fun. It doesn't always have to be mine though. You guys,
That was fun.
am I the only one here who
I
actually
enjoy
make
the video.
videos like that though?
I haven't done one as a premiere because I'm usually just got done making it and trying to get it uploaded really quick so that I'm not disappointing anybody because I'm a procrastinator
Are you?
and I don't edit or any of that stuff yet. So
We should all do that occasionally because it's actually kind of fun to have the talk going on in the background about what's going on, and then people,
Yeah.
if they want to, can watch this later, go back and watch this bit later and see the commentary on the video,
sounds like fun.
which
I
is
enjoyed it.
actually kind of fun. And as you as the creator get a direct feedback of what you were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you do in the chat, but it's not the same as actually hearing people.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of
That
fun.
was so much fun.
I felt bad. Stags comes in the chat and he's like, "Why is everybody muted?" Oh, honey, come on, we're doing this thing, this weird thing we're doing. Come over here.
Raven said there was
That
26
was
at
fun.
one
That was
point. Wow. Okay, so 4 more than my next biggest.
I must say, you have inspired me. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank
'Cause
you.
I do make these videos on my channel. Well, I don't. My channel is about bringing up subjects that are abusive, because I grew up in a destructive cult, so that
Mhm.
you realize the techniques and practices that are used for deception, which some people don't know. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
about.
Yes,
That's awesome.
'cause- well, you said you're an XJW, so
Correct. Yes.
I forgot the
I'm
tail.
definitely gonna check you out.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm definitely gonna check your channel out.
Okay.
have
Yes, do. She's got some good stuff
Linda,
over
have
there.
you had a talk to Telltale?
No, not yet. No.
You should.
Thank you. I will.
You honestly should, because I mean he likes to talk to other XJWs, and he'd be really interested probably in your take on the cult natures and stuff. So yeah, you should have a good chat to him. He's a really nice guy, really easy to get approach and talk to. So
Thank you. I am subscribed to his channel and I enjoy his videos and the way he describes them and sharing his experience as well. And just really giving the public an idea of this hellhole we were raised in, because Jehovah's Witnesses just look like mild-mannered people standing around in life. And there's this whole horrendous just abusive thing that goes on that most people have no clue about, including the members. That happens even
Well, of
behind
course you don't,
the
because
scenes.
as a member, you're indoctrinated to ignore it. You're programmed basically
Yes.
to not pay any attention to this. So it's pretty shocking. I mean, religion as a whole tends to do this anyway. I mean, I grew up in the Uniting Church in Australia, and the Uniting Church is very progressive. We have gay and lesbian. Well, I'm not part of it anymore, but my mum still is. They have gay and lesbian preachers and things like that. They're totally accepted. I got married to my husband in the Uniting Church, which that would not have happened in any other church.
Right.
For someone like me. So that they're very progressive, and yet even growing up in that, I felt the indoctrination that still comes from a progressive church.
Yeah.
That this way that you need to think about things, and it's very, very hard to break from that for anyone. And the more strong the indoctrination is that you get, the harder it is to pull away from it.
Oh, definitely.
I have no clue.
I am so glad you don't, sweetie. I mean, I'm really glad you have no clue. You missed a really bad bullet.
Yeah, indoctrination seems crazy. Like I was raised by these wannabe hippies, so like they didn't really put me in anything. And then like you see like movies like Jesus Camp, and then you hear like I'm also subscribed to Telltale, and like his channel is just so interesting. Like I was like in different churches afterwards trying to find like faith, like because they kind of raised me to believe everything, and then like I had to kind of like erase, like go like in a check mark. Okay, this is bullshit. Oh, excuse my language. This is bull crap.
Okay.
This is bull crap. This is bull crap. And then until I end up with like, okay, so it's all bull crap. But like I'm telling you, like I come from a place where they're like they were witches and they believe in like elves and like goblins, and like they will blame like just broken things on like goblins, and you're like, all right, so there's goblins now. It was a crazy place.
Talking witches, did you like my witchy poem?
Oh yes, I did. It was very spookalicious.
I can really cackle.
You do that very well. Yes, you do.
It was good fun. I ended up putting out so many videos this week. I don't know why. I was on a roll.
I think it happens that way. I think that's how we get waves of it,
I think it's because with all the shit that happened last week with my family and everything, which I won't talk about at the moment, but some of you do know anyway. I had no time to do anything I wanted to, and then when this week came around, I go, "Hey, I've got a bit more time. I'm just going to go crazy and get stuff done." And once I started to, I just couldn't stop. It was like, no, I want to get this content out. Because I also know I've got a friend coming and staying with us for a few days next week. So that's going to curtail some of my creative time. So getting a bit of content out now is good.
Does any of you do videos ahead of time and then have them set up to be released like certain weeks ahead of time?
Not weeks, but the video I've got coming out tomorrow was completed on, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. But
I haven't gotten that far ahead yet.
Organized the time for that.
I have issues learning how to pre-record, so that's beside the point.
Okay.
I never made any content. Like this is literally like my first thing.
We're popping his cherry. Whoop whoop.
All of us ladies.
Stream Virgin, yes. On my channel, yes.
I hope I don't disappoint.
Not a bit, not a bit. You could talk me to sleep with that voice.
I wonder if Jay's at home or at work. Are you at home, Jay?
Who?
And the conspiracy.
Oh.
I can't see it. I can't see
if
the
he
light chat.
is, we should drag him in here. Because there's somebody you guys probably haven't spoken to.
I don't
And
know if I have. Let me see if I
Jay
have
is
them
good
on
fun.
Twitter.
I'm just waiting for a flat earther to say something like, "I know the world is flat because like the floor of my house isn't curved."
Yes, I am following. Yes. Do you want to come in? Is that a yes? I'm home. Does that mean yes? You want to come in? I will send you a link.
Done. Sent.
I am going
Come
to
on
end
in.
up going to bed
Come in, Jay.
Are you going night night?
soon.
Night night.
Soon, baby.
Did you say you
We're
sent
going
him a
to
link,
sleep.
Jen?
I did.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. She's on the game here.
Because if he's going to call me a narcissist, he should do it in channel.
Them fighting words, buckaroo.
Yeah. You don't give me shit like that, Jay.
Yes, Linda
I am
said
Ra-
she
I am
wasn't feeling
Raven's
so
wife.
good. That's why she left a little earlier. So
Oh,
I know it's
cool.
late for
He
her.
said yes,
Oh,
he's
okay.
going to hop in.
I didn't
Awesome.
sleep last night.
Huh?
I didn't sleep last night. I was too busy getting power washed.
Right.
He needs to run across the street quick. Is he naked, Raven? Because that's not going to be a good look.
Run! Why
across
are
the
the
street.
girl in the street?
Run across the street with his little willy hanging out.
Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs, downstairs, in his nightgown.
Hello, kitty.
Oh, here we go. Scroll down. Oh, God's here. Look. God's on my stream. This rocks.
Hey, God.
We've been talking about
Welcome.
you, Andrew.
Nice mask.
You been talking about me? I hope it was
Yeah.
good.
We
Were you
said
talking
you
about
shouldn't
me?
be smoking.
I shouldn't be smoking.
No, that's well bad for you.
Oh, I know.
I know.
I know.
I want to look after you. I want to make sure you live forever.
Oh,
Oh, God.
please don't wish that on me.
The good one.
Honestly,
Well, you're
it gets,
God. You can arrange it.
I know it gets better though. It gets
Right.
better. Tough it out. Life gets way better. Because Gandhi, he's about 150 now, and he's loving it.
How you
So
doing,
does
God?
God think we went to the moon?
I don't know. I think the evidence to say that we went to the moon is as equally as piss poor as the evidence to say that we didn't go to the moon.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
What's-
think I'm not going to jump in and make myself look like a complete idiot because I just don't know.
That's
Well,
okay.
I thought for the longest they only went once, and then when I started to try to figure out if they actually went, when I started hearing the conspiracies, they went like 6 times. Like it's it's not just once that they went. Like this this recording from other times. Like
Yeah.
it's like a thing. Like it happened.
Yeah.
Like this is space station.
JAXA, the Japanese Space Agency, has actually taken photos of the landing sites on the moon that the Apollo went to, and you can even see pictures of the lunar rover on the moon where it was. So yeah, we went.
Are you saying that we've been more than once?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been 6
Yeah.
times.
What, really? I just thought
Yeah.
we'd one time been to the moon. That was it.
No.
No.
I
No,
thought
we've
the
done lots
same
of
thing.
experiments
I
up
thought
there
the
too.
same thing. Oh.
So
Yeah,
why,
we went
why
6
was that
times,
not
and then we
publicised?
And then, of course, the Cold War started winding up, and there wasn't the political imperative to do it anymore, and they could do most of the experiments they wanted to do in low Earth orbit, so they stopped. And then, of course, the US built the space shuttle, which wasn't capable of making it to the moon because it was designed for low Earth orbit. It was designed to build the space station. The idea was originally that the US was going to build the space station all on its own. The space shuttle was the design made for doing that. That's why they needed the space shuttle. They needed the ship that could get there and fly around it and manipulate it and put modules in place. And that was really hard to do with the rockets before the space station, before the space shuttle. And the idea was to have the space station as a launching point to go back to the moon and then go on to Mars and do it all safer than they were doing it originally with Apollo. But of course, the shuttle ended up being a noose around the neck of NASA because they had this fleet of shuttles that couldn't get them anywhere else, couldn't get people anywhere else.
Uh-huh.
And they had to spend lots of money maintaining them and using them. And then they got international help to build the space station. And that just sunk heaps more money into that. And then, of course, over time, NASA's budget got decreased because it was less important politically. So they couldn't afford to build the types of things that, like Saturn V again, because it costs a shitload of money.
Why have they never promoted that we've been back to the moon like other times?
Well, they did at the time.
Yeah, when it happened.
They were all televised and very, very popular. So it was just it was one of those things. If you look up the history, we went 6 times. We've been around. There are many more people who went around the moon. They did 3 orbital missions with crew as well.
Yeah.
Plus, you've got your failed attempt of Apollo 13.
Yeah, that was the one they made the movie of.
Yep. So
Great movie.
there was a lot of effort put into it, but it was also a lot of expense and a lot of danger. Because once you're out beyond the Earth's magnetic field and our atmosphere and everything, you're in a position where if there is a big solar flare or coronal mass ejection or some, as I said in my video, or some other big amount of radiation that comes through in space, then you can kill the crew in one of those ships. They are not very well shielded, and because they didn't need to be in general use. But now if we want to send somebody back, we don't want to just go to the moon for a few days. That's not good. You want to be able to send people there for a couple of months. You can't do that unless...
You'll have to book with a proper travel agency if you want to go for a couple of months.
Right?
So you can't send people for a couple of months unless you've got the infrastructure there to support them. And that includes having shelters from radiation.
Jen, can I ask you a question? What do you do for a job?
What do I do for a job? I work in the computer industry.
In what?
So I'm a computer engineer. So although I don't like using the term engineer because I don't think computer sciences deserves the term engineer.
How come you know loads and loads about space?
Because I love it. I've done lots of personal research and stuff like that. I did a fair bit of physics and calculus when I was studying, so I love all this stuff. If I'd been born in the US, I probably would have gone into the sciences field and maybe ended up working in.
You could get a little job for NASA.
In the astrophysics world, but because I'm in Australia, there isn't that many jobs in that area, and it just didn't work out that way.
Yeah, I can imagine in Australia there's not a lot of jobs advertised in papers for people who know about how to get to space and back.
Exactly.
Is that like an Australian NASA?
Australia used to have quite a good little space program back in the day. We gave it all up. Like just about everything we do in this country, we get to a certain point and go, "Oh, fuck it, somebody else can do it."
Have you seen all these people that build their own rockets with intention of going to space?
Oh yeah, they're crazy. the amount of look at the size and power of craft like what SpaceX have, and what NASA had to use to get people into space, and what the Russians use, and that building that yourself in your backyard is just not going to happen. the amount of fuel required for one thing, and basically a rocket ship is this great big canister of high explosives with people strapped on top of it. So it's not the kind of thing you want to do in your backyard. You really, really want to know what you're doing.
What about SpaceX?
You're
though?
riding
Like,
on a
landing on the
fucking
landing
bomb, a controlled bomb, but a bomb nonetheless.
I don't. Am I the only person here who thinks we might not have gone to space?
Yeah.
In this
Yep.
particular stream, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Of course, we've gone to space.
How do you
I
think
don't know.
satellites work? How do you think you?
People
I'm not
haven't
saying
thought
we
about
haven't
it.
gone to space. I agree we have definitely gone to space, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
oh,
what
you don't think people have gone to space? You just think we've sent things to space?
No. I agree. People have gone to space because I watched the guy who skydived from outer space
Yeah.
back
Okay.
to Earth, and that's amazing.
Red Bull guy.
But really, I'm not 100% sure we went to the moon. I'm not
We
saying
did.
we didn't. I'm saying I don't know whether we did.
Yeah, we did.
No, but none of you are experts to say that we definitely did.
Okay. You can.
There's a gal named Jen in the room. She sounds like an expert.
Who's the expert?
There's these things called retroreflectors that were left on the moon by NASA. Basically, they're designed so that when a ray of light hits them, they always reflect back in exactly the same direction. These are put on strategic locations on the moon by the Apollo missions. If you get a high-powered laser on Earth, you can aim it at one of these reflectors and bounce it back off and measure the distance to the moon.
Uh-huh.
The fact that we can do this is proof that
Wow.
we actually went there.
Yep.
Where's the video of that? Can we see that?
That's common knowledge.
I'm not common though. I'm proper
Hey,
god.
Google it. You can Google it. There's a ton of information. This is not secret
But you're
stuff.
omnipresent.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you just have to read
We
about.
thought you
Like,
loved it, stuff.
I'll consider myself educated.
Okay.
I will
this is
find a
something
link
that's
to
really-
retroreflectors on the moon.
It makes more sense that we did go than all of these countries and all of these politicians and all of these people have been hiding this for all of these decades to make it up for why. Like Tin said,
Yeah,
for why.
right. So
Why?
can I ask another question then? And it's not related to space, if that's all right, Angie.
Okay.
Okay, so like everybody here believes that going to the moon and landing on moon really happened.
Yeah.
Then does everybody believe in 9/11 as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
I think I believe.
well, what do you mean? As if it happened or if it was like a conspiracy?
There you go. I put a
no,
link
they
to Wikipedia's page on retroreflectors. There were
More-
5 of them
more-
left by on 5 different missions.
more that it really happened because it really happened the way that it was portrayed, that it was planes that flew into the buildings. Does everybody believe in that?
Yeah.
I
My
saw
cousin
it,
died
yeah.
in one of them, so yeah.
I believe in that as well. I was trapped in a country where I couldn't get home when it happened, and I totally believe that really happened exactly how I saw it on TV.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It did.
Well, I know one thing that wasn't shown on our TVs, and that was the people who were jumping.
I saw that. I
Saw
did
some
see
of
it.
that,
Yeah, I saw that too.
I saw that. I was.
It didn't
sad.
make it on network, but it made it on internet.
It was on where I in the country that I was on, that they showed that live. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I heard on the radio.
looked at my
I
wife.
was sitting
and I
there
said,
trying to see if one of them is my cousin.
"Oh, it was
Yeah.
horrific."
Oh.
I'm sorry, Faye.
So let
Wonder Lady, I missed what you
Okay.
said. You said somebody had died that you knew of, Wonder Lady?
Family.
We have another
Okay.
guest, ETC, in the backstage. Anybody want to volunteer
yeah.
to hop for a minute, or
I gotta go to bed.
Are you
No
sure?
worries.
I can
I
hope.
got like 4
Love
hours of sleep
you.
last night. So love you guys. God, great to see you, and hopefully I
see
can
you.
bug you again. I will
Yes.
talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye, sweetie. I love you.
Love you. Have fun with
Bye.
Santi, everybody, and Apostle Babe and everyone.
Bye, Wonder Lady.
And welcome
Hey,
to
Jay.
VTC.
Hello.
All right.
How's everybody? I haven't met you yet. I'm Angie. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel.
Hi, Angie.
I think we follow each other on Twitter.
Possibly.
How you doing, Jay? Did I annoy you with that video?
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was in the middle of doing a tattoo, so I couldn't focus on it.
That's a shame.
I popped on to say hi, and then I had to get right because I was trying to listen to it, and I couldn't do it. So, but I'll listen to it later.
Yeah, I don't know where I find these idiots, but you're more than welcome to take a crack at the rest of the video because I only got 5 minutes in.
Oh, that bad, huh?
That guy was so stupid. Just so
Yeah.
stupid.
I knew it had something to do with like the moon landing, but that was about it.
Did you notice that Conspiracy Cats was in my premiere?
Yeah, I seen that.
That was awesome.
Oh, we lost Santi. Where'd he go? He's on the cell phone. He might be losing signal every once in a while.
So, Jay, did we go to the moon?
Yes.
Yeah,
The reflectors themselves prove we went to the moon.
they do. They really do.
I mean, you can't really much deny more than that. I mean,
And if you own a decent telescope and a good laser, you can do the test yourself. I mean, granted, it costs a little bit of money, but university students do it all the time. It's not this thing that you have to be part of NASA or anything to test the reflectors are there. You can do it.
Yeah.
No.
Wouldn't
So,
there be a few videos on
There-
YouTube about it?
Sorry?
Wouldn't some people on YouTube make a video about this?
Yeah, we were talking that Pete and I were actually talking about figuring out a way we could do it. He's got the setup there to do it, and just to show that you can actually do it and you don't have to be a professional or anything.
It'd still have to be a pretty hefty laser, though, wouldn't it? Like, it's not the thing you let your cat chase around the living room.
Putting the reflectors there. It was actually first done prior to the reflectors going up. The Russians did it first using one of their really large telescopes, and what they actually did was they actually had a photosensor, and they also used the telescope as another lens for the laser. So they fired this really powerful laser through the telescope, and the regolith is reflective enough that it could bounce enough of it back that they could measure the signal coming back, and they used that to do some of the earliest laser measurings to the distance to the moon.
Where does the laser bounce to?
The reflectors, like they put big mirrors on the moon.
Yeah, well, they're not big. They're only quite small, the retro reflectors. So you have to be quite precise to hit them. But the point of them is that they're very good at reflecting, and they always reflect light back exactly the same way as it came, so straight back along the same paths. So if you hit it, your laser signal will always come directly back to you.
Oh, give over. That can't be true.
Yeah.
That is nonsense. It bounces off the laser and exactly back to you? Oh, that's bullshit.
No, the
Honestly,
laser bounces off the reflector.
That's mental. That's not true. That can't be true.
Actually,
He's
designed
messing
so
with you.
It's picture to mirror.
direction it
That
came
is
in.
totally bollocks. Honestly, I can't even get a proper reflection with my camera in a mirror. That is bollocks, that.
No.
I knew
No,
I'm gonna, when I finish this, right, and what time is it now? It's like 1:30 in the morning nearly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going on the internet and I am looking for that. I want to see a guy with a laser pointing it billions of miles away and it's bouncing back to him.
There's bound to be something somewhere.
I
That's what I
call
was
bullshit.
thinking,
That.
So it wasn't, didn't somebody go to the moon
If there's no
before?
video out there, you should do it, Graham.
Sorry, what was that? Linda?
Didn't somebody go to the moon before us?
Before the US? No.
Mm-mm.
No,
No?
There'd been probes sent, but no manned missions.
the Russians tried to go, and everybody died,
Yeah.
which is fun.
Is that
Dying's a right laugh.
Is that true?
Dying
I
has its
don't.
pluses.
Did you see?
The Russians
Yeah,
never
you know
actually
something.
sent anybody past low Earth orbit.
Yeah, the Russians attempted a lot of times before America, but America was the one that actually did it Hollywood style.
Hollywood style. That's right. Hey, because that's the way we do
Hollywood.
shit around here. It's Hollywood style.
I have
Stanley Kubrick.
Enormous amount of firsts, and America played catch up all the time. But no, the Russians. The biggest problem Russia had was the rocket that they were using to do their missions. They kept having problems with it, so it was never functional enough for them to actually get beyond low Earth orbit. Whereas America just had a good run of luck with the Saturn V's. They were in much better shape.
So yeah, what they should have done is they should have taken it to the same garage as the Americans went to, and then they'd have been all right.
Wow.
I just don't know if I'm believing any of it. I don't know, right? I am not an expert, and I am not a dummy neither. But
No.
I'm not going to come out and say this definitely happened and I know everything about it, because I just do not know.
Right. But the good part about it is you can know. The information is there. So
I don't
can
know.
know.
The information is out there.
The
I'm
evidence
taking the
exists.
laser mirrors on the moon. That is the first thing I'm doing after this is finished. And you know what? And if I find that there is a video of someone showing laser mirrors on the moon and that laser signal comes back to Earth, afterwards I'm going to celebrate by watching Pornhub.
That'll be like the cherry on top, won't it, sweetie?
I will. I will. Yes. Just before I go, I'm sorry, Andrew, because I do speak a lot of nonsense sometimes.
That's okay. That's why I like you.
But just, thank you very much. But before I go, should I get into this?
Go for it.
Or am I? Okay, right. Well,
I'm not scared.
one of the biggest things that I totally disbelieve is aliens. I totally do not believe that aliens exist. But
Do you mean that you don't believe there could be life on other worlds, or you
No.
don't believe that aliens have been to us?
No, I believe that there is a possibility that there is life on other planets. I don't believe that they look anything near similar to us, but
Yeah.
I believe that there could be molecules of life on other planets.
Yeah.
However, I absolutely hope I'm wrong. And I hope one day that aliens come to our planet and it is like we think aliens are. And they come to our planet and it's War of the Worlds and they kill us all. That would be amazing. That would be the greatest way ever to die.
kind of
And
God
I
are
will not be running for my life and screaming and feeling one day, if that really happens, I will go, fuck, I was so wrong. How cool would that be that if rather than dying of old age, you got annihilated by aliens? How
Yeah.
cool would that be?
But it's a ticket dead day is a good day to die. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I hope aliens is a true thing. And I hope it is exactly like War of the Worlds, where a spaceship comes down to Earth and we go, oh shit, a spaceship. and big guys get out who look a bit like E.T. with big heads and go, you lot are dead.
It's all over.
How cool would that be? There'll be
You are
people-
God.
That'll be something to tell you
You
kids
really
on
are
the way.
God.
Oh wait, yeah.
Imagine the day, right? That people get out of bed and there's an alien spaceship outside their house and going, "You lot are dead," and people go, and there'll be boring people who just stay in the house all the time and do nothing at all ever, and they'll be like, like real things are happening. I had a plan today. I was gonna go to church and then I was gonna go shopping with wife. Well, no. Today you are gonna get done by aliens. The coolest thing that's ever happened to any of us.
What a way to
You do
go.
realize
Yeah.
you're talking genocide, right?
Hey, listen.
It's a God thing.
It's a different the genocide in the past has been protecting the Jews and stopping slave trade and stuff like that. But this is a different thing. This is like aliens.
This is aliens,
Okay.
and aliens are cool.
Yeah, be
Okay.
like,
That's
Different
why
ground.
aliens is
Sorry, God.
cool.
do we want to? Do we want to die slowly of old age and like go sleep, or like maybe? Do you want a fucking movie Hollywood stream where everybody dies and it's spectacular?
I'm going out in a blaze of glory.
Exactly. That would be the theme tune that we are playing that day.
Sing it, girl.
And John Bon Jovi, the good thing about it, John Bon Jovi would never get paid. They never get paid out. Article 13 and never. I'm going to shut the fuck up now. I'm going to bed.
Oh my goodness. I'm so
Angie.
glad you stopped by. And feel free to come
Awesome,
to me anytime.
Angie,
You're welcome
you are,
at my house.
Angie, you are the absolutely new queen mother of my stream.
Awesome.
We have been talking about you today, and we're like, well, we love Angie.
Oh.
She's great.
Feel
'Cause
so
I said-
special. God knows who I am.
It's so true.
Nice. If I don't know you, and I haven't seen you before, and like we're not mates, like just like say something on my channel, I will definitely proper support you because like you guys are cool.
Thank you. You're cool. If y'all haven't checked out God's channel, you should because this stuff is freaking
Not
hilarious.
you, Jen. You're mental.
That's true. And I hang out with her a lot, so yeah.
Yeah, that's
Definitely
true.
mental.
Yeah.
And he
You must
makes
be mental
music.
too, then, Jay.
What?
You must be mental too, then.
Oh yeah, I'm all kinds of bad shit.
Mental. There's no wrong with mental people.
And God makes music, so that's important.
I've got to go to bed because me and Mary have been out for some
Oh,
sweet.
bye, Robert.
I'm going to take it really quiet before I go. Me and Mary have been out for some tweet tonight, and she proper said to me, we're definitely having Nucky when we got back, but then she got tired and she went to bed when we got home. So I said, I'm going to wake up in the morning, so I need to get some sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
We're going to take some steroids. We'll be going at it for about 15 seconds.
So
Wow.
marathon, gotcha.
That is a
Oh my
marathon.
gosh. Yes, let me get that. They're looking for a link to God's channel. Let's link God's channel.
So that
God's got a
Oh,
rich.
God,
God
yeah.
can link his channel.
Yeah, you have to link it because I am not subscribed, but I think I'm gonna have to.
I think I'm gonna have to too. This is the first time I've seen him, so I'm like, oh, this guy's funny.
That was funny. Yeah.
Ugh, that stuff is not working here. There he is. There he is. There he is.
It's actually really hard to tell when he's serious and when he isn't.
It is. It is. And I have been silently watching him for like a month or two now, just so I can figure out his humor. So I know when he's trying to figure out when he's serious, when he's messing with you. And I'm still learning because I'm learning
Oh wow.
English humor. Like it's a thing I have to acclimate myself to.
Well, he's
All
Scottish,
right.
isn't he?
No, I think so.
Did you find the link, Angie?
I did. Here it is. Link in the chat.
Awesome.
God the Good Ones channel. Y'all go check him out because he's funny. He's a good dude. Oh, he's gone already. Bye.
Yeah, he's gone.
I missed it. I was typing.
Subscriber, you're a knobhead.
That's right. That's right. Make sure you subscribe. If you don't subscribe to God, you're a knobhead. If you don't subscribe to God, you're a knobhead. If you don't subscribe to God, you're a knobhead. That's a song. A real song.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check him out later.
Yeah, he's a hoot.
That was so fun.
Well, guys, it's been going almost 2.5 hours. I sure do appreciate everybody coming to hang out, and we got to play on Jen's channel too, and that was so much fun.
Oh, it was fun having the back channel going. We
Yeah,
just so got to do that again sometime, but somebody
Yes.
else's video next time, not mine.
Yes, we need to plan ahead for that next time.
But yeah, that was awesome fun. Maybe we should do it to one of Jay's.
There you go.
Well, we'll
Good
do it.
boy,
We'll do it
Robert.
to Hammer.
Hammer? Which one? Tony or Jody?
No, we'll do normal Hammer.
Alright.
One day we'll be in the background and have a good laugh at you. At Tony.
Oh yeah, those are
Not
always
Tony,
fun.
the main one.
Yeah,
The
that's
hammer,
Jody.
actual Hammer.
Yeah, Dwarven Hammer, Jody.
Dwarven Hammer, yeah.
Yeah, Jody's a twat.
Well, I've had a
Yeah.
lovely time with you guys. It was awesome to finally get to talk to Santi. It's been
Thank
very
you,
nice
thank you.
to meet you, ETC. I hope we get to chat some more
Yeah, me too.
in the future, because you're welcome here anytime. Come over to my channel, hang out.
Sometime when Jay actually gets back into doing his
Tomorrow
live
night.
debunks.
Tomorrow night.
We're doing one tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Yeah, so no.
Normal
Yeah,
time.
oh, it is morning, is it?
Yeah, morning for you. We're gonna do normal time this week, and then
What time?
The normal time,
So 9.
9.
Yeah.
Bye,
So
Shadow Kitty.
So your show will be right after, more or less, about half an hour after my premiere finishes. So tomorrow.
You got another one coming
But it-
tomorrow?
Yeah, the
Good
big
Lord.
collab one.
You're either narcissistic or you're sadist. I'm not sure which one.
No, the big collabs tomorrow with all of us.
Oh, that one. Okay.
The one you're in, yeah.
Yeah,
The one
okay.
you're in, the one that everybody needs to see.
Yep.
It's way more important than the one I did today.
Yeah,
So that
that's
one's
definitely gonna be-
due out. And yeah, you should be done with girls' night by then too, Anne, shouldn't you? So,
Yeah, we're usually done by about 7:30 my time. So
so you're done by 7:30 your time, which is what my time? You're Eastern or Central.
well, it's 8:30 at my house right now. What time is it at your house?
Oh, so you're an hour back. Yeah. So 8:30 you'll be done. You'll be done. My premiere's over your show again.
It's
I couldn't help that because I had to time that premiere at a time that everyone who was part of it was available. So
Right, that's
that was why
okay.
it's when it is. So, but that's
It
okay.
happens.
But you should join us on ETCs afterwards. You would have so much fun doing a debunking video.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, yeah, because tomorrow we're taking on Starseeds again.
And
Do you
this
think-
woman is crazy.
Do you think Aquaman was real? Do you think Atlantis was a water world?
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is the level of crazy this woman has.
Oh my god. She thinks Aquaman is a real person?
Yes.
Like the
And-
cartoon Aquaman.
Like the movie that just come out with Jason Momoa.
Oh, well, he is a real dude, but he ain't really Aquaman. It's like there's
She
some
also
confusion
believes
going on.
that she also believes that she can astral project into other realities.
And she taps into the
Oh.
Akashic records to travel between realities
Universes.
and universes. And oh, yeah.
I wonder if she's crazy or just a scammer.
No, I think she's just batshit.
It sounds like it. Sounds like she got some serious issues.
Who are we talking about?
Delusional.
Her name is Cosmic Empress.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, she is absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
But
that'll
if
be.
you
Oh my
want to have
God.
some fun, Angie, if you want to spend your entire night, because we usually go for
About 2
an hour and a
hours.
half,
About an hour and a
Yeah.
half, 2 hours.
2 hours.
But-
And we spend most of it
laughing.
We won't get much through the video. We spend most of it laughing our heads off.
Yeah,
It's
Is this on your
absolutely
channel or his
crazy.
it's on
channel?
my
It's
channel.
on Jay's.
On your channel. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. Yeah, we should be done with girls' night by then. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a link when we're on the go, and
Awesome.
You
Awesome.
can jump in because it is so much fun.
It sounds like fun.
So, Miss Angie, can you tell me what the subject's going to be tomorrow night for girls' night?
For girls' night tomorrow night, I haven't got the foggiest idea. We haven't even had a moment.
Whose
We've
channel
talked
are you
about
on?
literally everything else in the last few days except girls' night between me and the three. And so I don't know. It usually kind of just happens with whatever it is.
Whose
Right on.
whose channel is it
Yeah.
on?
This week it's on my channel. So come
That's
back
on your
here.
channel. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to apologize, Ange.
Yes.
Even though I've watched a lot of your videos and that, I wasn't subscribed.
That's okay. I thought you were though. It must have
This is because
unsubscribed
I
you 'cause that's
mostly
what you
do
were.
Twitter, and I just click on people's links when they come up on Twitter,
Yeah.
and then hang on, I'm not subscribed to this person.
That's all right. You fixed it and that's okay. You're
I have
forgiven.
fixed it. Yes, I am so sorry.
Yeah, I
Well-
admit I've seen you before here and there, and I was like, I am not subbed to her. I've got to fix that.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So-
much.
I fixed
I'm
that.
hoping I'm trying to get to 100 by New Year's.
Oh, you
Oh,
get
Well,
there.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
already subscribed.
Yeah, you show up tomorrow, and I'll definitely send out the links.
All right, cool.
So
I will
we'll
come
get
and
you-
watch.
Get you there. In fact, we will make an effort tomorrow. Jay's got what 500 now. You at 500? Jay?
What am I? Hang on, I'll just double check here real quick. I'll give you the actual number. Because I just got another one. Well, I just got 2 more. I got a bit of tea in Danish and Robert X.
Yeah, from here.
Yeah. So I am now at 519.
I think I'm
So
already
we will make an
subscribed.
effort during tomorrow's stream on Jay's channel to get you to the 100, and
Well,
we'll
that'd
put a
be
drive to it. We'll
great.
get them to. We'll encourage people to subscribe to get you there.
Let me
I'm
see.
really close to 200 now.
Good.
Yeah.
No,
She
I
needs.
think
Raven
you
says
are.
she needs 17 more people.
Yep.
Jen, I think you have more than that on your channel.
200. No, do I? I was at 185 last time I looked.
There you are.
Okay.
I thought I was already subscribed. Well, I am now.
Yeah, 185. So,
Okay.
I need 15 more.
I can't find the link.
All right. Well, y'all get to sharing and subscribing, and let's get all this
Oh, do
together.
people want to link to mine? Do they? I can do that.
Robert X
Yeah.
put a link to yours in the chat
Did he?
already.
Yeah, he
Oh, he
did.
did too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay, that'll do. I won't
Thank
do it
you,
again.
Robert.
Thank you, Robert. But yeah, I'm 15 off, so I wouldn't mind making it to 200 tomorrow, so we could do a double drive. There you go, Jay.
Raven's got 15 subscribers and she doesn't even do anything.
Now, Raven, make an effort.
I've only
I
been
can't
doing
even
this
get her to
since-
come on a stream. You think I can get her to make a
really
video?
wish you would. It
I've
would
only-
just be so much fun to have both of you on.
I will be there. I
Awesome.
will come.
There you go, Raven. You'll have me. You'll have Ange. You're not going to be on your own. Join us tomorrow.
She's still gonna go. Not gonna happen.
Linda's only got 20. Oh, we got to fix that. She's just a brand new creator, y'all. A bit of tea and Danish there in the chat. Y'all go
Oh,
subscribe
what?
to her channel.
I did.
Where's your link, Linda? Because I was going to check you out anyway. Has Robert
yeah.
posted it? So
Yeah, go ahead and post your links. I don't mind y'all whoring stuff out in the chat. Don't bother me a bit. As long as it's not dick pics, we're good.
there's Linda. Okay.
There you go. Well, this has been a lot of fun, guys, but I have got to go and refresh my drink. I have got to go
Yeah,
potty,
You are
and I have got to open a
21
window.
now.
Huh?
Linda's
Linda
at
has
21 now.
21.
There you go. Moving right along.
And Linda, like I said, Notcher is very easy to approach. So is Telltale, but
Yep.
I would love. We were looking at doing perhaps some more Down Under discourse at some time with both Notcher and Meredith and Osman, maybe if we can queue up a time, we can get you on one of those, and we can actually talk about your experience that way, and then you get to talk with Notcher anyway.
I would love that.
That'd be awesome.
That gives you a way in. So
I'll be honest, I don't have.
Notch is a great guy.
he
Yeah.
is.
I think so too. I don't have notifications on for pretty much anything except YouTube. So
Okay.
please try to reach me through a comment through YouTube
Yep.
if you're going to do that, because I can't have everything giving
Beeping at you.
me notifications.
Yeah.
I just
No,
can't.
that's okay. I can send you a message through YouTube, and we can get you. We'll get you into a stream or something with Notcher, and yeah, see if we can. And I may even mention about you to Telltale if you want somebody else who's an XJW to have a talk with or something. Somebody else
Actually,
you
I
might
would-
want to have a
I
chat
would
with
appreciate
is somebody else you could have a good chat with is X Cult Baby.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
X-Cult baby.
'Cause she's also an XJW, so
Yeah, I am subscribed to her channel, and she was a guest on Nacho's channel. So yeah, I got to discover her. But thank you for that. Yeah, please
Yeah,
mention me to
so-
Telltale. And I'm still learning Cult Baby, and love Nacho.
Well, Notcher's probably the
And,
easiest one to. I mean, Telltale's great too, but Notcher's
Yeah.
probably the easiest one to get you on and actually talking with, because I have a lot more to do with Notcher than I do with
Oh, and,
Telltale.
yeah.
I actually have more to do with Rose, Telltale's girlfriend, than I do with Telltale. So
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate any of it. Yeah, I appreciate it. This was really a lot of fun, Angie. Thank you.
I'm so glad you got to come. I'm enjoyed having you here. It's
been a
about
great
time.
stream, Angie. I've met a couple of new people, and that was awesome. And I'm so glad I joined you in and around my premiere. That was brilliant.
Oh my gosh, that worked out perfect.
It
We couldn't have done it
was.
better if we'd have planned it.
It worked great for both of us, and I loved it. It just made awesome content all around.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Well, thank you all so much for coming. And hugs to everybody. I love you all. Come and visit me anytime. And if you got any
Bye.
questions for Granny, throw them in the comments or something.
And don't choke on those selfie sticks.
That's right. That's
be
right.
water, my friends.
Be wise.
Bye, chatters. I love you guys. Robert and Tria and everybody over there. Thank you so much for coming by. We're gone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.